Welcome back to the third episode of my Pokemon Run and Bun Hardcore Nuzlocke. It's the hardest Nuzlocke in the world, and we're on Brawly Gym today. So let's get right into the first trainer. The first trainer has Riolu, Stuffle, and Mankey. And pretty much I candied my Surskit so I can get a Masquerain early for this gym. I always do this because Intimidate is so useful. Quad resist to fighting is also so useful. We pick up the one-hit KO on Riolu. We can pick up the one-hit KO on Stuffle as well. And then Mankey comes out holding a Focus Sash. So we should just be able to click Gust once, bring it down to Focus Sash. We're never in risk of anything. Quick Attack can pick up the KO. That's the first fight of the gym. Okay, for Trainer 2, we just lead Fletchinder. We're speed tied right now. So we can Flame Charge, Aerial Ace, and simple. Third fight of the gym, they have a lead Makuhita. We can Aerial Ace once, take the kill. Mankey comes out. We will assess the situation and Quick Attack one time, and then we will Aerial Ace, take the kill. Ledian comes out. This Ledian has really good coverage, but at the end of the day, it is still a Ledian with Iron Fist. It has a bunch of punching moves, so we can make a pivot into our Masquerain to get an Intimidate off. Hit it with Gust once, just so we don't have to risk the crit. Switch in Vespiquen, excuse me. And Vespiquen can just Air Slash, take the kill, and it's over. Next trainer leads with a Breloom. Obviously, we can just leave with Flying type, quad effective, take the kill. Mienfoo comes out and wants to Rock Tomb us, because it's quad effective. We can go into our Gossifleur, get the Cotton down, and then we can just attack, stay in a little bit. Switch out so we don't risk a crit here. Take the kill. Sorry. And then Baneri comes in and fishing for Flame Body procs, which we do not get, unfortunately. But then we can just switch into pretty much like anything. Should be able to handle a Baneri. We can get a second Intimidate off. Sorry, no. First Intimidate. Nuzzle it once. Give us the speed advantage, and then we can switch into our Grotle or Vespiquen. Whatever we're really feeling here. Let's go to Vespiquen, who has insane bulk for this stage in the game, and we can Air Slash twice to take the kill. Okay, second to last trainer. Lead with a Meditite. It's gonna fake us out, and then we can just click Air Slash, take the one-hit KO. Pretty simple lead. Then Girder is gonna come out, and we can make a pivot to our Luxio to get an Intimidate off. It's gonna Rock Throw us, not do too much meaningful damage, and it does have Guts, so we got to be careful of paralyzing it. But we got our Intimidate off, so we can go into our Grotle. It's gonna low sweep, sorry, and we can just spam Absorb pretty much, keep us relatively healthy, and win the 1v1. And last is the Machoke. And this is going to be pretty much random move, I think. Vital Throw. Okay, we get the Intimidate off. And we should just be able to 1v1 this. Has no rock moves for us, and pretty free. Okay, final gym trainer leads with a Kecleon. Goes for Dizzy Punch. We can kind of just spam Struggle Bug here. It does paralyze us. We can Quick Attack. Golett comes out on a rock move, I believe. Shadow Punch. Nope, just Shadow Punch. We can go into our Grotle, though. Hit super effective Razor Leaf, so don't have to worry about crits because of Shell Armor. Pignite is next. This is probably going to be a fire move like Incinerate or Flame Charge. And we can pivot to our own fire type to take resisted damage. Speed goes up. We can just hit him with the super effective Aerial Ace. He goes for takedown. Should never kill. And then we can just finish him off with a Aerial Ace. Okay, and last is Hakamo'o. And we can just go to our Vespiquen. Unfortunate Dragon Tail, and we can just keep switching into our Vespiquen until we don't get Dragon Tailed, which right here is Dragon's Breath, and then we can just we can eat his Citrus Berry with our Bug Bite and take the kill. Okay, it is time for the first gym leader of the game. This game's weird. They do Brawly first instead of Roxanne, whatever. But we're here on the Brawly fight. You can see our team on the bottom of the screen. Masquerain, Vespiquen, Qfint, Grottle, Luxio, and Pancham. Honestly, I feel like it should be a pretty decent team, but you know, I'm gonna struggle to make it work. But we start off by hitting Cubfu with a Gust. Crit could have killed. And we have a fast Masquerain as well, so we outspeed. The crit is super unfortunate, actually. We're gonna go for the quick attack because he's gonna Sucker Punch. Unfortunately, we do activate the Iapapa Berry. And now this is 50-50 to Sucker Punch. Actually, no, it's probably pretty unlikely to Sucker Punch. Probably 25% chance to Sucker Punch here. We're just gonna go for the Gust. Unlucky once again. Pop our Oran Berry, bring us up to 27 HP. This is a range to kill, but it won't really matter. Yeah. Doesn't matter because we can just click quick attack here and take the kill. And now this should bait Lopunny on a Retaliate. And Lopunny is holding the eject button. So whenever it takes damage for the first time, it will switch out, essentially giving him a free switch. But we can just click quick attack here so we don't have to take any boosted Retaliate damage. And then Combusken's going to come in on either a Thunder Punch or a Incinerate is what it sees, both kill. Go out to Vespiquen. This is where we have to hold because Vespi will die to a crit. So we survive one. We got the unlucky 50-50. So this is gonna be a range to kill, and honestly, if we just die here, I have no answer for this. So if we die, then we kind of just lose the run. She holds. Okay, the 2 HP hold there. We get our Air Slash off. This is a range to kill. Unlucky. So I don't see a way out of saving Vespi. So unfortunately, we have to let Vespi go. Gone but not forgotten. She did what she had to do. Like, Vespiquen is not that useful of a mon, especially when you have an intimidating Vespiquen, aka Masquerain. So we can just switch Masquerain right back in, hit the quick attack, pick up her second KO of the fight, and it's gonna bait out that Lopunny again, but now its eject button is used. So we have taken 2 of Brawly's mons now. Unfortunately, he's taken one of ours. And you might be wondering why I brought a steel type to a fighting type gym, and that is because of this Lopunny. It can easily tank her powerful normal moves. This is on this turn, this is a base 140 move, and I'm only taking 1/3. So we can eat that, and now this is gonna always guarantee Drain Punch. And this is why my HP is kind of important. You'll see it later as well. We're gonna Intimidate pivot here. So this is -1 on Lopunny. And it's gonna go for Drain Punch. I'm going to take like 0 damage. And then once again, this is always going to bait our normal move. So we can go right back into our Capparaja. Sorry, not Capparaja, our Qfint. I take that back. We're going to go into Grottle, actually. Take the normal move. And since we're Shell Armor too, Intimidate Mons combo so well with Torterra. And so we can eat these Retaliates. Just spam our Razor Leafs. This is 50-50 to go for Retaliate or whatever other move is in its set. Headbutt. It's Headbutt or Retaliate. And pretty much we want to always see Retaliate because that will always bait. That has 0 chance of flinching. Headbutt comes out. No flinch. Oran Berry pops first. Show me no flinch. Unlucky. Okay. Our HP is too... Like, if we get too low, then we die to Pursuit from him on top. So we have to play this very carefully. If we get flinch one more time, we're going to have to start steering pretty hard. I need to do some calcs real quick to make sure that we're never dead. Or that we're never dead to Pursuits. So we should be safe to go for one more. Retaliate, nice. And this should pick up the KO. Beautiful. So now Hitmontop will come out, and we are never dead to Pursuit, which is important. So we should be able to switch into our Masquerain on what looks like a guaranteed Mach Punch. Get an Intimidate off, and we quad resist 40 base power move. And this is also a, I guess it's technically 60 because this is Technician, Protective Pads, Hitmontop. So it's super scary at this point in the game. This is literally the first gym. But now we can do our little Intimidate pivot again. This is going to be a Rock Slide, so we can go into our Steel type, who can easily tank these. He's at -1 right now. Oranberry's going to pop. And then once again, he's going to be going for a Mach Punch. So it is always completely safe to go back into our Masquerain. This will be Intimidate number 2, so he's -2 attack. And we need to make sure that we're always staying out of Pursuit range so we don't lose our Masquerain. Masquerain is a great pivot Pokemon for the early game. Okay. This is also going to be guaranteed Rock Slide again. So we're going to go out to our Luxio to get a third Intimidate off. His HP does kind of matter, so if this crits, we're looking in a real bad position. This may look like this is probably going to be one of my worst cooks of this entire Nuzlocke. Like, at this point, you get so little tools for this hard of a fight, and when you try to make it deathless or 1 to 2 deaths, it's insanely hard. He's going to go for the Mach Punch. Our Oranberry will pop to keep us above half, and then we can hit him with the Nuzzle to get the paralysis. Boom, so now he's paralyzed. And he's -3 currently. -3 attack. This is going to be a guaranteed Mach Punch, so we can just go right out into Masquerain again. Get our 4th Intimidate. Seems like redundant, but honestly, to beat this thing, you kind of need to indulge many resources. And we stay out of Pursuit range with another no crit there. And then now we go into our Grottle, and now we go into our Grottle, and it may look like a losing matchup overall, but we are Shell Armor. He is -4, so he's going to be virtually no damage, and he's paralyzed, so we'll outspeed. And Click Absorb to keep us healthy, and since it sees us being so low, it'll probably be going for Pursuits until we heal up a little bit. So this Absorb number 2. Keep us healthy. Want to see Pursuit here? Nice. Pursuit's doing virtually no damage because he's expecting us to switch out because we're so low, but since he can do literally no damage to us, the double para. That's just huge for the culture. Let's go. Keep spamming. A crit as well. Our Grotto really wants this. Paralyzed again. Okay. It's probably going to start clicking Mach Punch now, would be my guess. Paralyzed again. Okay, no, this is actually some of the craziest RNG I've ever seen. Unlucky, miss a range there, and we can just take the kill with Absorb, I guess. We're probably going to get hit with a Mach Punch, but there's not much we can do about it. Unless we hit the paralysis again, bro. That would actually be crazy. We are going to take the kill with the Razor Leaf here. The Mach Punch comes out. Take a little bit of damage, not much. And that's the end of Hitmontop. And this is going to bait Poliwhirl. And our counter for Poliwhirl is Luxio, but unfortunately we don't outspeed, and we took so much damage on Luxio trying to counter that Hitmontop that we're going to have to sacrifice someone. And it will have to be our Cufant. Adios, buddy. You did really well in this fight. He took a lot of powerful normal type attacks, and he's sacking himself for the betterment of the run. We can send in our Luxio, get a technically -2 now because he used superpower, so he's -2 attack, -1 defense, and would just be able to spark. No crit here. No crit, no crit, no crit. Lovely. I don't think we're actually even dead to that, so that's fine. But yeah, we take our kill with Spark, and the last Pokemon in the back for Brawly is Scraggy. This is a Eviolite Scraggy, super bulky at this point in the game. We can switch into our Pancham. Hopefully we see no power-up punch on switch here. Okay, unlucky. That's actually super unlucky. He goes up to +1 attack, and we have quad effective Covets on our Pancham here. He goes for the power-up punch again. It's getting kind of scary. Oranberry pops are most likely going to have to dodge a crit or hope he clicks rest on this next turn. He's not going to click rest. Rock Tomb comes out. It's going to do less damage than power-up punch. The way the AI works is it sees power-up punch as a setup move. So it doesn't click it very often. We get the crit! Oh my goodness, that would have been so sketchy. Okay. I mean, that was Brawly. Awful, I'm not going to sugarcoat. Awful line. But we come out with 2-death Brawly is honestly so respectable. So, yeah, I mean, we'll get on to the... Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll have Roxanne coming up super soon. Roxanne split is so short. And pretty easy as well. So, yeah, thanks for watching. That was Brawly.